Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Folks, we're going to go to the comic books in this episode and we're going to talk about the series Agent of the Empire. It was written by John Ostrander and actually went 10 issues with Dark Horse. Now we're going to talk about the first miniseries, issues 1 through 5, and in this one it follows Agent Jahan Cross and his robot sidekick INGA-44 as they investigate stolen droid technology on a mysterious project known as the Iron Eclipse. So Agent Cross is basically James Bond in space. This is James Bond meets Star Wars. John Ostrander had, obviously he's written a lot of other stuff that I've talked about that I've loved already, and I'm assuming maybe he came up with the idea because I don't see anyone at Lucasfilm thinking, hey, we need James Bond and Star Wars crossover. So I don't know how it came about, but that's just a theory that I have. So let's go to the issues 6 through 10, and then I'll tell you what I think of the series as a whole. Now, in 6 through 10, it's basically called Hard Targets. And this one, Count Dooku, not Count Dooku from the prequels, a different Count, is assassinated, and his young son, Otto Dooku, is kidnapped. And Agent Cross has to rescue him from kidnappers and Boba Fett. Of course, when you need a series to do well in sales, you add Boba Fett to it, right? Now, I do not know how well these fared at sales. I remember I got them when they came out. This is during the waning years of Dark Horse, right before the buyout. Agent of the Empire was something new they'd come out with, and it was a neat idea. And of course, when you attach John Ostrander to it, you know the stories are going to be good. But this is the exception to the rule for old John. I love John Ostrander. I think he wrote some of, like I said, he's one of my favorite comic book writers. But Agent of the Empire sucked. I did not like it at all. And here's the thing. I love things when they do stuff that doesn't involve Jedi, you know, focuses on secret agents. That's cool. That should be cool. The idea, the premise seems awesome, but I could not get into it. It just seemed boring and dull. And like I said, great idea. You got a great writer. The art was okay. This should work. On paper, this should work. But for me, it really didn't. Now, I don't know how well it sold. I mean, obviously, if they're making more, it was selling. But if you put Boba Fett in it, does that mean sales were lagging? Or did they just want to put Boba Fett in it? Because, hey, who doesn't want to write a comic book with Boba Fett? I do not know. But what I do know is that the series as a whole was forgettable. For me, it was. But if you think differently, let me know in the comments. I want to know who liked this series, and more specifically, why did you like the series? But anyway, that's all the time I have for now, folks. See you later.